In 2023, the forest fire at Cameron Bluffs caused the closure of the highway for 2 weeks, cutting off Port Alberni and the west coast. This sparked the idea of riding my bike over the mountains from Port Alberni to Horne Lake. My daughter dropped me off at Coombs Candy Store in Port Alberni, and this is where my adventure begins.
Good morning, everybody. Actually, it's good afternoon. Today's adventure is a fun one, I think. I'm doing something that actually kind of scares me, which is supposed to be good for you. So yeah, my daughter dropped me off at Coombs Candy, and I'm going up the Lacey Lake Road. I knew it was going to be steep, but yeah, it's steep. Hope you enjoyed today's video of riding through the mountains from Port Alberni over to Horne Lake, Holcomb, and to Parksville, so I can watch my grandson's lacrosse game in Parksville. Hope you enjoy the video. Should be an interesting day. So I've come to a little junction here, so I better pull out my map and check which way to go. You can still see some of the old rail tracks over there. Right, so according to my map, we go up that way. And I found my riding glasses. They were just in the garage by my bike wash stuff, so yay. Well, that's interesting, that's a trail to the lookout. Actually haven't done that yet, so now I know exactly where it is. Better get going, kind of dilly-dallying the day away. So yeah, here we go. Hopefully it's not so chunky. Whoa! Wow, that says Mini Cathedral Grove. My goodness. I don't have enough time to do that today too, but definitely gonna come back here and try that one out. Man, the things you find on the back roads, I tell you, so amazing. You know, at first I was like, oh, should I do this by myself? But I've been waiting to do this route for a long time. If I keep waiting for people to do it, I'll never do it. So what the heck? Here I am, I'm doing it by myself, and it's a beautiful day. And yeah, so I better carry on down the road. I'm stopping and finding all these cool things, but yeah, I better get going or I'm never gonna get there. Scorpa? What does that even mean? Scorpa. I'm gonna stick with what I know and just go up. Well, actually, I don't really know, but I'm gonna stick with this main route here, right here. There's that trail again. Interesting. All right, I'm getting pretty close to Lacey Lake, and I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit turned around. Yeah, I found my way back, so that's what's important. What's important is for me to do this on my own because I like coming out here. I took a turn here. And I thought, oh, I can go up this little thing and hook on, but no, you can't. So I had to come all the way back, and here I am, and Lacey Lake is just right there. So yeah, head on down the road that way. This is the flat tire stuff. Yikes, I'm just gonna walk a bit. I don't like riding this stuff. Hopefully it's just for a little bit. Yeah, this stuff is nasty. I can't ride it. It's slowing me down. It's just like these big honking boulders. Ugh, I don't like it. So I think around the corner it smooths out. So I hope so, because yeah, it's taken me way longer than I thought. And me trying to do that other little route that didn't exist, that actually caused me a lot of time. But not that I'm on a time thing, but I do want to be out here all day. I don't want to miss my grandson's lacrosse game. This is crazy. It's telling me to go this way. Whoa. I actually got really nervous there for a second because I was going up the route, and all of a sudden I looked at this map and it looked like it had turned again. I'm like, what the heck? And then, whoops. And all of a sudden off that gnarly stuff, there's like this little quad road, and apparently that's Lacey Lake Road. So I am so confused. And I keep thinking about Brian's story from Qualicum Beach First Nations that time.
You have to be pure of heart to see a Sasquatch. And there used to be a community of them just up in around the Horne Lake area. Oh, I am told in my family's stories.
And he was saying that like his ancestors have so many stories about Sasquatches in here. So of course now here I am, like, this doesn't even look like a road. It's like a trail, and here I am out here. And it's all I can think of. So, seriously, where's my map say? Map says this way. It's crazy. What the heck do I get myself into? Am I following a road? It's like an old quad trail. Oh my God. It's a miracle. I made it to Lacey Lake. Oh my Lord, that is not what I expected at all. But I made it, so I think, yeah, famous last words.
I think the next section is pretty straightforward.
Because we rode here, I think, last summer with Patty and Carrie when we did our 3 lakes tour of Horne, Lacey, and Esri Lake. So now I'm gonna go head on towards Esri Lake. Wish me luck. I dropped my snack. 30-second rule. Now this is more like it. It's a good thing I stopped here because I was heading that way, which is that way. But apparently I gotta go that way, which is that way. Wow, look at these dogwoods. So pretty. That's the BC flower, dogwoods. There it is, Esri Lake. So I'm not gonna go down to Esri Lake today. We went there, I guess, last summer, but like I said, I'm taking way longer than I thought, and yeah, it's a beautiful view from up here, so I'm quite happy with the view from up here. So yeah, beautiful Esri Lake. All right, continue on to Horne Lake now. Whoa. So I made it out of the back roads okay, and here I am just coming into the Horne Lake connector, I think. There's a yellow gate here, and yeah, Horne Lake is just down the road. So I'm feeling actually pretty proud of myself, pretty empowered for doing that ride by myself. You know, I always wanted to, but I was too afraid, but finally I thought, just do it. And I actually had a bit of a tummy ache and stuff because I was so nervous, but you know, I just feel proud that I faced my fears. So yeah, hopefully you can face your fears too and do something that scares you. My caves! Woohoo! Oh no! The store isn't open. Well, that's sad. Well, I made it to Horne Lake and I'm super sad because the store is closed. And you know when you want to reward yourself, like, oh, I just got like 5K to go before I can get a popsicle. Well, not today. I keep thinking, yay, I did it, I finished the ride, but actually, I'm only at Horne Lake. I still have many kilometers to go to get to Qualicum and to get to Parksville, but this feels like, you know, I'm over the rough stuff really. I still have to do the big Qualicum Fish Hatchery service road, but that's beautiful in there. And then after that, yuck, I'll be doing some highway riding, which is not my favorite. All right, riding out of Horne Lake now, making our way to the big Qualicum Fish Hatchery service road, which is actually my favorite. I love it. So the Horne Lake Road here is pretty washboardy. Really lets you know you're alive. It reminds me of those old-fashioned machines with the belt and you stood on it and it shook you. Kind of like that. Maybe it'll shake off some of my chocolate extras. I always think, oh, it's just around the corner, but it's actually a few kilometers to get to the trail here. All right, heading down here now. It's a really nice route. So I didn't tell my mom I was doing this ride because she'd freak out all day. So I'm just gonna arrive at her house. Hopefully she'll feed me because I'm probably gonna be super hungry. I don't know, I don't like when people say, is that a good idea? Or blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I know people care about me and they worry about me. And even my kids are questioning my sanity, I think, but I don't know. This brings me joy. Being out here in the unknown, scaring myself, pushing those boundaries, pushing myself out of my comfort zone for sure. If I don't ride and come out here, I'm super grumpy. You know, this is for my mental health too, and I need it. So I hope you can find something that you do for your health that brings you joy, that's challenging, it makes you feel good afterwards. It's not all fun and games out here. It's hard work, and getting like turned around with maps and stuff is really frustrating for me. But you know, every time I do it, I get better at it. So yeah, just do it. Do what makes you happy. This is my happy. Oh wow, I came around the corner and there were so many turkey vultures. I hope I captured them on film. And boy, did it reek. Oh my Lord. I guess they were like dumping fish from the fish hatchery or something, but boy did it reek. Ugh. I'm surprised that there weren't bears there. Maybe it's too yucky even for them. So that only the turkey vultures were eating it. Blah. Made it to the big Qualicum fish hatchery and came here to use the washrooms, but they're closed, so I'm gonna have to make a pit stop somewhere. I feel like this ride's kind of in stages. Stage 1 was to Lacey Lake, Stage 2 Esri Lake, Stage 3 Horne Lake, Stage 4 Big Qualicum Fish Hatchery, Stage 5 Qualicum, Stage 6 Parksville. So it's a 6-stage ride. All right, just coming down Horne Lake Road here, or is it Spider Lake Road? Horne Lake Road, I think. Yeah, and I'm gonna blast on the highway now into Qualicum, up Laburnum, like old times. And yeah, I don't like highway riding, so yeah, probably won't hear from me until I'm, I don't know, off the pavement. Stage 5 complete. I'm in Qualicum, actually just on the outskirts. I'm just heading up my nemesis of Laburnum Hill. I miss the Laburnum trails. They're pretty gentle. Port Alberni trails are not gentle. They're hard on me. I gotta come back here and ride. So this road is quite interesting. This used to be the old Coombs Cutoff, and they deactivated it. But this road is so intriguing because nature has taken it over. And the road just ends. Thank you. Thank you. I'm ready to be done now. I wonder how many kilometers I've done. I'm hungry. My daughter's picking me up some sushi to eat when I get to my mom's. Just in time to eat and go to lacrosse, I hope. Well, I made it to Parksville. I am just behind the Springwood ball fields. And I'm heading to my mom's. I have half an hour to spare before lacrosse. So hopefully I won't have to go there in my stinky bike clothes.
There's Jude coming back from her adventure. Woohoo! Here's your cookie.
Oh, I got a cookie. Oh my God.
I dropped you off at 12:30 today.
Oh my God.
And it's 5.
It took me forever, but I'm filming. I'm stopping. Sightseeing.
Yay!
High five.
And I ran out of battery, but I made it. I did it. And I made it to lacrosse. So my challenge for you, everybody, is to do something that scares you and step out of your comfort zone. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.